Hello everybody, and you're all very welcome to my channel again. And this is a review of two foundation samples I've been working with for a couple of weeks, and this is going to be a very honest review. The first one they're actually drugstore, so they're cheap and cheerful. This is the Revlon DNA foundation. This is the sample pot I got, and it's in Fresh Ivory, which is, I believe, the pale shade they do. And that's what it looks like in the sample pot. This is what it looks like on the skin. It is a very creamy textured foundation, I will say that. It blends like a dream, absolute dream to blend. And the coverage isn't too bad. It's light, buildable up to a strong medium. That's it on my skin blended in. And the other one that I have is by Bourjois. Again, I have a sample pot here which I've been working from, and it was a very generous sample. The girl at Boots, her name is Emily, gave to me. Still enough left for another application, and it's in there, tucked away. There's very little in there now. I've been using it. It's been well loved. This is another foundation. It's a Healthy Mix Bourjois Serum foundation. Now I have the Healthy Mix one, the original, in number 52. It's a bit orange on my skin, whereas this seems to be a more yellow toned foundation, so it tends to calm down the redness I have. There's a swatch of it on my hand. Now I will blend it in for you. Again, this blends in very smoothly, very easily, and the coverage on this is again light to buildable up to medium. Okay, the $6 million question here, what you all want to know is, do I like them? Both of them? Is there one I prefer? Do they both work? Blah 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 blah. Are they worth the money? These are all the questions I want answered when I watch reviews, so I'm going to try and answer all these questions. First, do I like them? We'll start with the Revlon DNA. It's a nice foundation. I have dry skin, and this is formulated for dry skin over, say, it's formulated for dry skin for women my age, over 35 and 41, but they're formulated for women over around that age group, 35 on. Revlon DNA foundation. The pros, coverage isn't bad. It's a little bit dewy, but with dry skin, that's the finish you really do want. It's a pretty colour. I went a shade lighter than I normally would be because I watched reviews on here, and one lady said that this oxidizes darker, and she was quite correct. Now, moving on to the cons as I talk about oxidization. This thing oxidizes. Fresh Ivory is very pale on me when I put it on, but after about 20 minutes it oxidizes and it turns slightly orange, but it still works for me. However, what I really hate about this foundation is this does not soak into your skin. This sits on your skin. You can feel it on your skin. It's like as if it never dries in, even with a powder over it. It just feels kind of tacky, and it takes a lot of powder to powder it down to a matte finish, or even a semi-matte finish where you want a semi-matte finish. So that gets it tones down. I would never buy the full size of this, even if it was on half price. Okay, moving along to the second one, which is the Healthy Mix Serum Foundation by Bourjois. Now I have the original, and I actually purchased this. This is in colour 51, which is the lightest shade they do. This, I watched the reviews and nobody ever discussed oxidization, so I was thinking to myself, will I buy the 52, which is slightly orangey on me, and because I have a lot of redness in my skin, it sort of brings it forward and you can see it a mile away. So I said no, I'd get the 51 in the sample, and if I liked it, I'd get the full size one. This again, they apply equally as well as each other. The difference here is, I don't know if it's this stays put. This is what's on me at the moment, and it's on me all day, and I've been out doing my usual things, doing grocery shopping and whatnot, usual stuff you do, and this has been on me since early morning and it hasn't moved. I don't know if it's the serum or what, but this melts straight into my skin. I'm not worrying about it's not like the other one. The other one doesn't. It seems to be tacky. It seems to sit on the skin surface. This soaks right in. The coverage is quite good. It's very, very light coverage, as you can see. But then I am quite pale, so, and I find with Bourjois foundations, they tend to have a slight yellowish undertone to most of them. And the 52 oxidized, I don't know if it oxidizes, if it's oxidization or what it is, but I tend to look slightly orangey with it. So 51, perfect. I absolutely love this foundation, which is why I purchased the full size version of it. The full size version of this will set you back €16.25. The other one will set you back about €18 and whatnot. Not worth the money, guys. This is, in my opinion, shite. But this, see this? Lovely product. It could very well be my holy grail foundation. I'll see how it goes long term, but so far I'm very happy with the coverage I get. I'm very happy with the way it looks natural. I don't look pasty, and that's well worth the money. And you use such a tiny amount. It would probably last you 6 months, a year. You'd probably get a year out of this stuff. I use such a tiny amount to cover my entire face. I was really impressed with it. So, anyway, I hope you're having a nice day. Excuse the dog barking in the background. Cheerio guys, God bless.